I've been waiting for what feels like days, and eating enough of Brook Evu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? My main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach your Capacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urcapacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. No tacos with Sweet Baby Ray's. What do you want me to do? Barf? Ugh. Now, if you put some ranch dressing on them tacos, that might be something. We might be onto something with that. I might have to try that sometime. Yes. Ranch dressings. I know, I usually just use salsa. But if you're gonna put something that's unconventional onto a taco, it's not gonna be Sweet Baby Ray's. Ranch dressing might do it, though. Because I said so. Because I said so, BB10. Actually, I would put some guac on there. I actually bought some avocados because I'm gonna make guacamole tonight. Or not tonight, but this weekend. Because I want to enjoy avocados before they get super expensive. Because you know they're going to get super expensive. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca? These animals can traverse Urcapacha's deep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yoctoral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. I go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities and where it is not needed anyway. Must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What are they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and undocile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. Really doing this, then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful, even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through the trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. Fair price for your fair advice. Yes! I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go, then, and thank you. I don't know. Jin left. He jumped out of here. Oh, you mean wanting the trade? No, I don't really know. He just wants gifts. Better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. not happy about this. But if we need to ride alpacas to reach Orcapacha, then that's what we'll do. Oof.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Orcapacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
So this is Orcapacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear. Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk-Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places. But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watranpelo.
Truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Orcapacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end.
Very drunkest.
But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyollal. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Watchun Pello's down the path. Off the main road. Don't get lost.
It's right there.
And no, we are probably not going to get a raid dungeon trial this today, because now we got to do a whole bunch of more busy work. I told you. I told you. We'll see. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 6 more quests. And then 7, 8. Yeah, we're not getting to it today. We're not getting it today. This is it. Wuchon Pello. Home of the Peli Peli. Woktamat should have arrived before us. That's not good. You've come all this way for the rite of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for the finest lady, that's right! Come, third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. What did we just talk about? Veal? When did you... A Chitona from the far Downtrail. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. Saying something about not being easily charmed. I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for the bringing happiness through their trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklamat will fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. The only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. Valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu. Let us all take Aaronville's words of caution to heart. And it is not going to be forever streamings. Can't stream forever tonight. My finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the elector. To propose a strategy then. Ryle, Alice, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklamat, you and Aaronville might try approaching travelers and passersby. Rislip, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should I learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Because I got to make dinner for Chusband! And I gotta do a little straightening up. But yes, I gotta make dinner for Chusband, I got to feed the cats, and then I gotta play some more Suikoden tonight. No! But speaking of Catterday, I'm probably going to be, instead of streaming Sunday this week, I'm probably going to be streaming Saturday. I will let you know if it's either a noon or like a 1 o'clock or an evening stream. I have to hear back from Auntie Nay, so. And I think we're streaming Commander Blood. Yeah, because she's not going to be around on Sunday, so. So, we're just going to move the stream. But I think you'll like Commander Blood. It's a good game. Dawn Servant's Elector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it? Me? I don't much care who sits the throne so long as they keep Terrell peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. Oh, right, yes, you were asking about that Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoralja. If the first promise wins, we'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers, in the thousands column, potentially. So, many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector? I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Zoralja or his policies. Okay, ass. You old jerk. Hello there, I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you, and that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He knows everything that happens on this ranch. I don't think so. It did not. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets. And then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the Alpaca Ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Yes, UFO. Snowman now. Aw, he's so cute. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, you know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Excuse me, is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you could bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I'd have to do is offer Tobley a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobley. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Great! We can meet back here to share our impressions. Well, obviously I'm not Tobley. I mean, oops, I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobley is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. A visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Am I Tobley? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession, then? You think I might be Tobley? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. I don't hear no singings. I don't know what you're hearing. BB Dunn. Oh, speech bubbles. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The diligent, the bold. I think it's the nonchalant. He seemed unconvincing to me. But if that's their choice, then that's who we'll talk to. Tobley, I offer you a deal. The truth of who you are in exchange for a tidy sum. What do you say? I say hand over the coin. The truth is, I'm not even a ranch hand. I just like to come by and watch the alpacas. What? You don't even work here? I knew I should have gone with my gut on this one. But now that's the time to mourn wasted coin. We need to regroup and rethink this. Maybe the diligent ranch hand? I don't think it's any of them, but we're gonna have to go through the motions. The worker's so intent on stable chores. I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. It's not Toby, it's Tobley. We know it's you, Tobley, and to prove it, I promise a deal, or propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobley, head ledger of Wachinpelo, and head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Galul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! And a place featured in the Toliolal saga, just as we thought. Though it took more coin than I would have liked to know for certain. She found you out fair and square, Tobley. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat.
I had the worst
Too
voice for
simple
him.
a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
I'm keeping my voice
Right.
for him.
Not hard at all.
Uh-oh. I think that's Zeralja. Yep, see, he has the feathers on his head. And he's got all the gold and stuff.
Zeralja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobley, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobley. That's part of the test.
Mamuli. Whatever.
You're Tobley.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed. With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
I am not restarting. No way.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, Third Promise?
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah! The little monster spat on me! Oh, that stinks! I can't.
Whatever.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley braid like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
Yes. Yes, you did.
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas. But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Are you all right, Orclamat? We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me? Just to make sure. The stench has ruined my sense of smell. No, I don't wanna. Hey, I saw that look. As Woklamat helped demonstrate, the Bali alpacas are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? I don't know how to do this guy's voice now. With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around $1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pinch in. No, this is my feat to accomplish. Wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money. Somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum of you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for whatever your more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture. Do you think I can turn 100 pel into 1,000,000? That's 10,000 times more. I need 10,000 then, not 1,000,000. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. Panicked and got it confused with Alphino's 1,000,000 gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I just... I hate it when you're right! Then let me help you with your trade deal making. Oh, hello again. Pablo. I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feet, like you asked. As long as Woklamat goes along to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whomever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, Third Promise. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly! Although, Rislin, I think you should go with Woklamat. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely you have sage advice to share. Oh! I want to stay with the alpacas! In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing. I'll leave the wool with Rislin anyway. Better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havley, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. No, you would not shoot everyone, because if you shot Sir Emmerich, I would have to go over there, not BB-10. I would have to go over there, Jin, and I would have to smack you square in the mouth. In the mouth. Do not shoot Sir Emmerich. No, I can mount. Yes. Something I can do for you? Come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. Saddle it is? How will you be paying for it? This basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff, and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I just must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zeraljar will go to war and his cavalry needs saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than at my asking price. Little shit. I'm gonna throw you in the garbage, BB-10. Can't say that I blame him. Known for championing peace. Peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamot. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Oh, this certainly sounds familiar. Still, others were unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and craved the future the Second Promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles that have made trade swift and easy. And you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. What about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when the Yakui ruled over our village. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. We may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas. I won't give up the piece of Tuliolol on the line. And neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Of course! The Weaver! Volnakis was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision, and he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to the road where we first met him. I'm gonna try to beat the poopies out of him, but man, we need to actually be able to kill stuff. Fine. I'll go kill some alpacas. I got an alpaca fillet. This is the spot. After Bull talked to us, he walked off to the south. He was probably going to Ikulvo's inn. Most visitors to Huachimpelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? I wonder what alpaca tastes like. Do people really eat alpacas? I mean, people eat horses. So, I mean, I guess horse... I don't know, I've never had a horse meat, but... Can I have that basket, Rizlin? Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Bolnock? Glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Their promise? You wish to do business with me? Why do you ask what this is all about? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. But allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace in Terral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to preserve that peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Fine craftsmanship. A garment like that could easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column. It's very generous, Bolnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, their promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. You're off to a spectacular start. Only because Rizlin remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading, one which you've instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Rizlin, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. Just because Aaronville is just a crank. He's cranky. All set? Our next deal is waiting to be found. Hi, Chewie. Ooh. 100. Success! You traded a 100 pel basket of alpaca wool for a 500 pel wool poncho. Yeah, he is kind of Chusbin. I'm gonna start calling Chusbin Aaronville. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy. We should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. That makes sense. But how do we know if someone needs a poncho? Well, they have a fabulous sense of style. No, they aren't wearing one. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they're eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find them demand for our supply. And so, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are a number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. might be interested travelers. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamulja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably lance guards or sellswords. Mamulja, who soldier for a living but prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. You're back. Jeez. Whatever. So even if they have bare shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. Alright, so he's carrying arms. I don't think this guy is. This disconcerted Hubigo. Arms, poncho, sweaty Dupro. We're gonna do this guy. Let's see. No coat or cloak, and also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. Oh there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine, believe me. I was attacked by beasts on the way here, barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a toolmaker from Tuliolal and was dressed quite smartly, all the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. What a splendid poncho! This would be the perfect replacement for the coat I lost. Well, we'd be willing to part with it, if you'd like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. Well, the blade looks sharp, the haft well made. I'd value it at 1 pel in the thousands column. Oh ho! From 500 to 1,000? We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with any Pelu merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Miplu's Mate Garden, or Mate? I think it's Mate. Miplu's Mate Garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's Mate Garden we go. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. These ones would be the calm type, right? I don't know. Success! You've traded a 500 pel wool poncho for a 1,000 pel hatchet. Can I just ride my dog? Well done recognizing that toolmaker is a potential customer. If you've a mind to change professions, you make an excellent merchant. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. And it's up to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. Still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tyrol? I swear that mountain is too tall to be real. Zormor, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the Akui. So, Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. I could have just rode my dog. We made it, without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ekulvul's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobli took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes. And everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. You need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the feat of gold. As it's mate harvesting season, you can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that what Wuklamat's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise and let's get to bargaining. Oy. Let me see where we're at. We are at Mablu's train. Only halfway. We're only halfway done with the Urkapacha quest chain. Half. I don't think we're getting to the dungeon today. You have that little axe for me. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? It's hatchet. Forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. Quality is acceptable, I suppose. I'll offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. The deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. The generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe, including farming, and I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wooglamont. This is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Corona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the fields. You can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Rizlet and I have mate together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Always chores. Yes, chores. At least it's something to do. That's not just talking. What? Worse than the Moogly? What are Mooglies? Brought me some leaves then. Oh, the Boogles! That was all the way back in Heaven's Word. Those weren't bad quests. At least they had bunny cats? What? That was so long ago. Brought me some leaves then. Yeah, but at least they were cute Mooglies. Acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Oops, we brought our chair. Sorry. Accident. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine, after adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet. I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate? Bought up at the shop, one sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. We can bid farewell to this hatchet. Give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutually agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Pablo, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobley's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then, I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobley to accept my decision then? Well... So you intend to give up then? I can't. After getting a taste of real trading, I want to be a merchant more than ever. Then you'll just have to be honest. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Terrell's peace. Becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobley held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for your advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so that I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough by now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double value, huh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. But you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kwana and Zoralja? I mean, of course I am. I'm Wicklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Upgrade mate leaves. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Arenville's point. I feel like I'm being a pack mule here. Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. I'm not an alpaca. What are you talking about? Oh, pack mule. Oh. We want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need a targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to people here in the distillery, Rislin, perhaps Wicklamat could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. I do have a 12-second delay. Goldfishy delay. I had to think about it for a second. Alright. Let's talk to Babilja. Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I haven't come here to buy Gobley's mezcal. finest in Tyrell, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. BB Tenja, yeah. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you that Gobley's been saying what Gobley's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Looks like we're gonna be killing some stuff. Gobley must be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it, he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of his sun perch. So, what did you find out? Oh, he can make use of all those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. Go on ahead and I'll bring Book Lamont. Was that some pounding upstairs I heard? Is Chusman screaming at his hockey again? I thought I heard some pounding. Where is this guy? Is he in here? How do I get in here? Oh, here. I think. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal. Assuming you have any on hand, that is. An excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. Oh, we don't have Pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Chief's distaste for strong drink. Gobley's invitation to the palace. The monsters and what's the strong drink? I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hoobie Goat chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. You're right. absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubiko friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to cull the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there... Oh, wrong voice. Sorry, you guys. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Yes, sometimes it happens. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shusa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime supply for want of proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no such garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnak, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolal. As a supporter of Wuklamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one for which I would like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly? I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes! I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Rizan and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnak. The fields you're looking for are just north of Lachenpello. Be safe. Alright. I think we're gonna actually kill some stuff. Probably like 2 things, but still. That should be Agave Jaws, just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of the pests. A barb mole. Go on. There we go. I need to kill something. We've just been reading for like 2 hours. The sound of dying critters. So much violence. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobli. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bolnak, as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes! You finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Whew! Premium deal. Still 2 more quests before this quest line's done. Success! You traded a 5,000 pel sack of top-grade mate leaves for a 10,000 pel jug of premium mezcal. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 1,000 pel jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you'd better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. I am. This is it, the trade we've been working towards. Whew, still in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. I don't remember what I did for this guy's voice. Get your tools ready, saddler. I brought you precious mezcal. actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing. A few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an aspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Though I'd sooner aid no claimant but Zoralja. I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pelu Pelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great! Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only a 100-pound basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Success! You traded a 10,000 pel jug of premium mezcal for a taming saddle. Alright. Let's get back. You've acquired the saddle, then. Yes, and thanks to no small part to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know, this is something I need to learn. Great sunken gods, I did it! He hardly seemed bothered much. Much less inclined to spit. Even if he was completely accepting of Muhammad's touch. That is because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoralja, he's back. Having done exactly what he set out to do. Alpacas he's brought. Is it just me, or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence, deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? The beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Glamont. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Toral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war's merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the founding of Tuliala all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony. And behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much-needed lessons in the realities of conquest, and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors, as well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Goluljaja did not elevate the Mamuja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuliyola, but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done. Well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat with feet of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? Tresvignon is cocky again. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even Quona. It's like we're not even family. Well, I mean, you are adopted. I'll ponder Zralja and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle. Practice how to use it. So lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of the Orunkanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Bupamat off on her hunt. What? I love everybody else. I mean, I even kind of like Aaronville. Because even though he's so cranky, I can do this. I know I can. Oh man, I don't want to do this. Cheer on Wuklamad as she marshals her courage to attempt the harrowing task of capturing a wild alpaca.
Woohoo! Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wuklamart is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City. Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
left by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I did it!
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, third promise.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. The alpaca she tamed is a healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. Wuklamad still seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic, though? Mate tea! Run to the ranch and get a pet pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mablu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Well, there is a lot of stuff going around, but it could be, I don't know. The last week, I, randomly throughout the week, I would get, a little bit, just slight nausea. I don't know what it was from. I don't know, and it sucks, but I'm feeling okay today. But I hope you feel better, Etta Garbage. Just take it easy. I mean, you don't have anything going on this weekend. Just chill out. That's what I would suggest. No, it wasn't from the wine, because I wasn't drinking wines. Probably from me just getting old. It's probably part of it. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea, then. Wuklamad can't be that far behind. Well, if you haven't been feeling well, I would suggest something that's not, super, a lot of camera movement and super intense. Something more relaxing. Ooh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to. Their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, third promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes. There is no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes! We did it! Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zoralja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulul Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tuliolal, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yakui, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Gulul Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn's servant. Our people were amazed by his imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokui in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Gulul Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Gulul Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yakui's subjugation. He then turned an apprising eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering amity between the clans. So it was that a few words from Gulul Jaja transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I've never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pelu Pelu spoken out in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. And you may not know that Gulul Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up into the highlands. Thus did he capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures. Well, an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, Third Promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Mablu's right. You're a perfectly wonderful beast. Anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. Five more to go. You're well on your way, Third Promise. I would have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious. I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Tobli, I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my words and lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide. Yet never once have I wanted to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Pablo. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I am sure of it. Thank you, Tobly. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. And I suggest you talk to the Yakui. They once ruled over far more than just Urkapacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of Yaktural and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that fabled place. But they didn't find anything. What could the Yakui have to tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Yeah, but not now. Not now. Because we have more stuffs to do. Oh, Kryle, I have a question I'd been meaning to ask, and since we finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes. Pieces just like it first became fashionable in Yaktural around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago. Right, about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn servant implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. Well, I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Alright then, that's 2 keystones down. I say we head back to Tuliolol and plan our next move. I'm gonna torture you for 10 hours, Jin. Stop it. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawn's servant, so make sure you set aside your best mezcal for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heel. But you've heard Zeralja's borders talk. They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamat. Everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. Except for me! Except for me! Shit. I crack myself up sometimes. You might be right, Mablo. You might be right. What? Stop throwing tables, Jin. Feels good to have the feet of gold safely under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zeralja, this shining gold alpaca. I know I shouldn't let it bother me. Gods know you've all been so supportive. But I want to be strong, or wise. My brothers. To be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Zabalyev tea with us. The contest has hardly begun. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk! I'm gonna smack you too. You mean why I'm mean too? Oops. They're pretty big. The Yakuis. Look at us. The contest has barely begun and we have 2 ski stones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. We've now won keystones from both the feats of the reeds and the feet of gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing to retrace Gulul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the giants next! Like Ryle said, the fact that they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the Yakui is in the upper reaches of Urkapacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around, through Kozamauka. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call on the Moblins first, then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. The flight of wingless, the great stairs leading to the Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabin, or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination? Of course! Who do you take me for? And as your guide, I will see to the arrangements. Well, it seems we have some free times on our hands. Let us make the most of it. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakul Jaja. That reminds me. I never got around to introducing you to Ropley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wachu Meki Meki, and a good person to know. Want to come along? Let's go then. It's gonna be a boat. Yes, it is gonna be a boat. Ready? The markets of Wachu Meki Meki are to the east, on the other side of Bayside Bevy. Alright. I wonder what my FPS is now. 80, 83, that's not bad. Not bad for a big city. I passed it up. I'm looking at all the shadows and stuff. I feel like since I reset everything and redid the all the graphics and stuff, everything just looks a little bit better. I don't know. My, the third promise. How would I assist you this fine morning? Well met, Rupley. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? Stand among Terrell's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it repaired for you in 2 shakes of an alpaca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who's your companion, if I may ask? This is Rislin, a great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought her here to meet you, actually. Thought she might have reason to visit Wachu Meki Meki sooner or later. And allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand center of trade. A pleasure to meet you, Rislin. You there! Stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. I've seen that man somewhere before. Yep, he was on the boat. Jewelry maker you met on the voyage over. Oh, I remember. I spoke with him too. Von Jean-Tain? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flighty admirer who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... And no, he is not a husbando. And we're no closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if we could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by Link Pearl if you find him first. No, there is only one husbando on this game. Sir Emmerich de Burrell. You will forever have my Warrior of Light's heart. I'm trying to think, if there's anybody else who has come anywhere close. No. No, he's not moldy. He's fresh. Plus, Estinian might have been at one point, but they made him I don't know. They made him he went from being cool to being a dork. Maybe he's out in the reefs. Who's that little guy? He's a little baby, Mamuja. Or as you call— oh, there he is. As you call him, Majulis. You're baby Majuli. You were conversing with Master Rokley. But wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship? You found him? Good, I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Rokley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Don't! Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. Oh, you are too kind. So be it. I suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliolal, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ulda, Esthaim's Aesthetics. Oh, it started off well enough, but as the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking. Mediocre! I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and any veneer of bravado I tried to put forth soon cracked beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. Yet as you witnessed, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel, and served us the full course. Must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experience with my predicament? Feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers? Well, when you put it that way, So if there's anybody that's a possible husbando in this expansion, it's Kuana. Just letting you know, BB10. Not me. I'm Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliolal. Daughter of the Dawn Servant. Oh, of course. You're a member of the royal family. Please forgive my presumptuousness. But of you? Have you ever measured your worth against that of your colleagues and found yourself wanting? You can't measure your worth by the success of others. I agree to that 100%. I mean, look at me with my channel. I am not a success, but I still have fun with it. Yes, husbandos. Maybe Kuana. I don't know. I really like his voice actor. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards? No new commissions will be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, 'twas my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the face of his clients, and I admired him deeply for it. But in the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. What is truly important? What's truly important? Golds. Gills. Lots of gill. Oh, man. You do know that Sir Emmerich de Burrell has a lot of money. He's a noble. Actually, he was a... Oh, I don't want to spoil anything for Hedda Garbage, but... Yeah, he's got money. He's got money. She is very, very clearly uncouth. I will stand by that one. Oh, sorry, Rizlan. I didn't mean to ignore you. But yes, I'm glad to see Fan Jintang is giving himself another chance. I want the monies and the kisses, okay? Can't help but wonder if Fan Jintang will follow through. Let's see if he's actually gone to talk with Robley. What do you mean, ew? Come on. Whatever. Where the heck is... Come on. Whatever. Speaking of moldy, did you see Mr. Sausage's most recent video today about making sausage out of corn mold? With corn mold in it? Literally, go watch it. It was kind of you to come, but you needn't worry, I found my courage. Go watch it, it's good. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fan Jintang, and I am a goldsmith from Ul'dah in faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here on Wachumeki if you'll have me. I only ask for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creation. So, that's what it was all about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Wachumeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course! I must thank you again, both of you again, for your sage and timely advice. Oh, I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were! Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had the moment of much needed self-reflection. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of the High Tide Harbor. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Robley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a Wachumeki artisan. Oh ho! It's as sharp and deadly as the day I first held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Fan Jintang. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbor. Wouldn't want to keep Erenville waiting. I swear, I think Mr. Sausage, he's definitely gonna die of a heart attack one of these days. His arteries have got to be super clogged with the stuff he eats. Though my favorite video of his, and it's an old one, but I still think my favorite video is his thick water sausage. I love that one. I have his little I have his sausage plushie, but his sausage figurine. There's a figurine one. It should be getting delivered here soon. Hold on, let me go look. I gotta look, cause it took forever. I ordered it so long ago, and it came. It was, let's see. It was being delivered from China. I mean, as of the 27th, it is in my city. I don't know. It better get delivered soon. I don't know. I don't know why he made the menthol sausage. That one might have killed him. Almost killed him. Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my plan. Big plan. What is that? It's a Pumuti. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. First alpacas, now punities. We're relying a lot on animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide then. But did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat. Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kazamauka rode these riverboats to move swiftly through hostile territory. But the vessel ceded use with Toral now at peace, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the updrafts near the walls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, but there appear to be several on the water. Kona! Namachi. Traveling up the river, I presume. Seems that way. Does this mean you've earned 2 keystones already? Can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. Damn it, Thancred! Thancred? Orion J? What are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I'd heard much of the incomparable Archons during my time at the Studium, As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought, who better to recruit my cause? I contacted the scholar, who arranged an introduction to these two gentlemen. The second promise had specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must boast both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job. A few. The nation of Tulialal spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever have we striven to preserve peace? Where is our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavor. It was even more opaque than Urian J at times, but surprisingly. It's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait. I have one question before you leave. Kwana and Wulflamad are vying for the throne. As Kwana's entourage, does that mean you're resolved to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kwana, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back, and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. I thought you were taking a boat. Even if you have been forced to travel on water, then the others will be doing the same. I would rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. It's true that I can't stand boats. But I trust the route Erenville has chosen for us. If he could be blushy, he would be blushy right now. Leave the handling of the Punati to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have a difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away, as far from the front of the boat as possible. Then, shall we remain on deck and stand guard? No, then we shall remain on deck and stand guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit up front with Erenville, just in case. I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my pictomancy to the proof. I'll take any chance to show you that I can hold my own on the battlefield. And Cryle will stand on guard with Whistler. I'll keep Erenville company then. With my blade, I can respond more quickly to threats than Alphino. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. And I shall endeavor to provide aid where it is needed. I can do that as well. That should cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Uh-oh. Let the hunt begin. Yay! Bakul Jaja! I don't know how to say that word. Come on! I love that guy. Alright. I'm gonna do this as a tank. And duty support. Baku Jar Jar, yeah. Ihui Katumu, I guess. It sounds like I'm hacking a loogie here trying to say this. Ihui Katumi. Tumu. Ihui Katumu. I don't know. We're going here. Register for duty. It's a dungeon. It's not a trial. I guess it is. I don't think we're getting a trial today, though. I don't think it's gonna be a forever stream. I have to play some. Look, I gotta play some triangle strategy today. I had plans to wake up early this morning and play like triangle strategy until I had to leave the house and do my running around, and I spent that entire time troubleshooting this game. Don't cry! Well... Did you bring me my Diofield Chronicle, Jin? Because I really, really want Diofield Chronicle. I can bring up a triangle. I gotta take, the husband's dad to dinner tomorrow. Oh, that's not gonna take all day. I feel you with the old lady eyes. Things are getting hard for me too. It sucks. Getting old sucks, you guys. Oh my god, Alphino, you better be healing me. I wish. Alright. I gotta adjust the sounds. I can't even hear the music. She is summoning Pokemons. Alright, Han. Configuration. Uh-oh. I think he crippled our boat. Crap. Damn you, Bakul Jar Jar! Uh-oh, we're losing speed. It's a big punity! Yep. What do you mean is illegal? No, it's not a manatee, it's a punity. Get it right, BB then. Crap. You can tell to the judge. I'm beating up baby punities now too. Yes! Oh, they're dead now. Whew! Thank goodness for that. Alright, I gotta adjust the sound. I can't even hear myself think. Is the sound loud for you guys? It's loud for me. See, this is having to redo all the stuffs. Alright, let me adjust this again. Alright. Okay, good. Oy. screenshot of my settings? Well, normally it's not a well, I probably should before I try messing with the driver again. Problem is I reset all of the settings except for my UI, so it's it's a little creepy. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everything, even the colors are looking more vibrant. What the heck did I wonder if actually just like doing a fresh install of the graphic driver, like in resetting all the settings, did something, because it just looks so good right now. Like, even the colors look more vibrant. I wasn't playing in black and white, but I don't know. I'm gonna, yeah. I don't know. What? Orion Jade, Thancred, and Quanah. Those dicks! Now I gotta go this way. What? Lewd. Kind of. They're kind of dittos.
Try this!
Can you use borderless gaming for it? Will that help? I try it with mostly everything if I have trouble tabbing out. All right. He's doing a jig! Oh, man. Alright, I gotta go over here. There we go. Yeah, I think right here might be okay. He is! Alright, come on. They're named Mimiclots. Right here. She must have. All right. I think I'm gonna buy the soundtrack today or later because it's on sale. The soundtrack for that, I'm gonna buy the soundtrack for 16 and the DLC, and then I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the Diofield Chronicle and the soundtrack. But that, hey, this is with the money as I put aside for my Christmas bonus, so. No, this is my monies.
Hold still.
Whatever. No. Whatever. Look, what's mine is mine, and what's his is mine. And he understands this. This is why we've been married for 20 years. Porch husband. This is a guy who will not even, like, make anything, like, if I bring home grapes, like, just grapes, you know, table grapes, and if I don't wash them off and put them in a bowl, he won't eat them. He won't do it himself. He can't even eat his own grapes, okay? I do not feel bad. Shit. It's a good thing he's not sitting right next to me right now. Am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. Sugar daddy too. Oh my God. Yeah, but does it come with the soundtrack? That's the thing. Because I can get the soundtrack for an extra $7. But if it doesn't come with the soundtrack and I gotta buy the soundtrack separately, I think it's $20 for the soundtrack, so. Well, I got 1,000,000 seed points. I'm not worried about that. Alright, well, I'll take a look. Turn around again. Yeah, I am. Another 10% discount. Oh, I gotta check it out. Yeah, but they don't sell the other games. Like, I'm gonna have to get the Dawntrail and the 16 soundtrack on Steam. I know I've been quite a few months. I stopped for a while, but then I ended up picking it back up again. I was thinking of, I want to see what, wait, do we know what the February games are yet? Because I was thinking of canceling the Humble Choice if the games were kind of crap, because I don't think I've taken a game in like 2 months. Dang it. Alright, well. Guess I'll wait. It's next Tuesday. After this, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. No, Jin! Oh my god. Alright. I hate this boss. Boss is the worst. Actually, the first part isn't bad. It's the last part that sucks. It's a big something.
Are you all right?
There are some bosses that are a pain. This is one of them. Not this part, but the final phase, I hate. the first time, because I farmed up a lot of these like over and over again in trusts. So I've done these bosses so many times. But like I was tanking, I'm like, why are we wiping on this? Because when he does the tank buster with the circle on the ground, it hits whoever's around you, and it kept standing on everybody. And I was wiping the group. Alright, this is the part I hate. Oh shit. See? This sucks! I hate that thing! There we go. You guys better kill this thing.
Cannot stop us! You now!
No, you don't. You guys keep... Just follow... Oh my god, just follow through with your limit break! Oh, thank goodness. I do. I kind of miss Barshan. I'm not gonna lie. I want to hear I Am of the First Brood again. Just a little bit. I got a baby Punati! I don't know if I can sell it though. Oh, I can. I already have it, but I can sell this petite Punati. I'm gonna sell it in slaveries.
This is as far as we can go on foot, it seems. We'll have to head back and see about fixing the boat.
Hey! Everyone all right?
Oh crap. Why are they not talking? Hold on. I mean... Why... Oh my god. What is going on with this? This cutscene's messed up. Well, I appreciate the lesson. Oh my god, it's going too fast! Our river journey is almost over. For proof of that, you only need only look ahead. Shit. This cutscene's messed up. Where's the voice acting? Falls were impressive enough for a distance, but it's almost too much now. Yes, amazing. Oh, please let me off. I think I remember this being broken the previous and when I first played it, so they never fixed it. Because if they don't voice act, it doesn't auto the dialogue doesn't auto go. No, no more boats. Are you? Oh, you're not all right. Now see, now see, it's loud. I should be surprised if she was. Even without the nausea, we're all spent. There is a mountain shelter nearby, a resting spot for those who've ascended the stairs. I suggest we make use of it. That would be a welcome respite. Have you the strength for a short walk, Clement? You can rest along the way, too. Damn it all! Promise is meant to lead from the front, not mule and moan like a sick kitten. Look, Lamont. Ignore me. It's the nausea talking. I'm fine, really. Lead on. I'll follow. Very well. If I might say one thing. Just because you're a promise or a claimant for the throne doesn't mean you can't be seen to struggle. You needn't bear this burden alone. So please don't hesitate to talk to us. We're always willing to lend an ear. But, Kryl, leaning on others is a skill all leaders require. Well, Rizlan? I've always believed this is my problem alone. Perhaps you have the right of it. All right. I'll talk about things. Just give me a moment to collect my thoughts. Of course, as long as you need. Be waiting at the shelter when you're ready. Whatever. Long felt that I could never tell anyone when I was confused or hurting, and admitting a weakness would bring shame to Papa's name. But if you say you're willing to listen, then there are things I'd like to talk about. Come on, let's catch up to the others. Baby Punati. Oh yeah, let's pull my petite Punati out. There we go. We should stop here for the night. I understand the desire to rush ahead, but we need to recuperate from our punishing river adventure. And let's settle in. We'll need the cook fire, and there's meal preparation to be done.
I've been meaning to ask, but how does one become the adopted child of the Dawn Servant?
I was but a ball of fuzz at the time, so I don't remember much. My earliest memories are of life in the palace. All I know is that I was born in Ikbrash, a village in Yaktel. But I've never bothered to return there. As far as I'm concerned, Ulul Jaja is my only parent.
I quite understand. I have no memories of my birth parents either. For a while, I wanted to learn who they were. But over time, that curiosity waned. Galuf was my dear grandfather, and he was all I needed.
So our situations were quite similar. Even though Papa already had a trueborn son, he raised me and Kona with no less love. One time, I'd wandered off alone into the forest and gotten lost. Before I became a meal for some beast, Papa dropped everything and came to my rescue. I was scared and sobbing and ready for a scolding, but the head of resolve praised me for surviving the ordeal. I did get my lecture from the head of reason, though. He went on and on about the dangers of the jungle and all the horrible ways I could have died. Growing up, Papa was kind and patient, but a tyrant when it came to training. Now, of course, I realize he was preparing me for my duties as a promise. For all the good it did. There's so much I failed to learn about my own country. Whether it's alpacas or Ihihana, I hardly know anything.
I know. Like,
I've
how old
lived
are you?
Such a sheltered life.
You did.
Yet convinced myself I understood Tural and its people. I don't have Kona's education, or Zoralja's strength. I'm all bluff and bravado.
At least you admit it.
Bear my title.
Why do you want the throne?
Why? Because my father built a nation where everyone can live in peace. And I want to keep it that way. I think I see what you're saying. My reasons for joining the contest have nothing to do with my brothers. It's always been about the Turali and what I can do for them.
You said it yourself. How important it is to properly know something. To hear the voices of others, empathize with how they feel, and think how best to serve. In so doing, you'll come ever closer to being the person you wish to be.
I'm sorry, everyone. I've been a fool. From this moment on, I'll stop trying to be the promise I'm not. I won't feign strength to hide my weaknesses. Step by step, I'll learn all there is to know and love about Tulihyolal and my fellow Turali. It might not be the smoothest path, but it'll be a path of my own making. I will find the City of Gold for all of us, along with the answers you seek about your grandfather, Kryl. I swear.
I appreciate it, Wuklamat. But you needn't take on that burden as well. Galuf Baldessian dedicated his life to protecting people from all manner of threats. As his granddaughter, I wouldn't wish to endanger others for the sake of a personal investigation. So let's just concentrate on winning the contest. We have a shared goal, and, if at all possible, I'd rather we enjoy the journey.
Hear, hear. We are companions on the same road, bound for the same destination. With our combined talents, nothing will stop us from reaching the Golden City.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
Can I go to the bathroom now? Come on. Meanwhile, yes! Meanwhile.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am proud to call you my friends.
They seem to be enjoying themselves. Are you sure you don't want to go and say a word to your sister?
Quanta rude! Stop reading!
Nay, there is no need for that. But what of you two? Uklamat's allies are your comrades. It must feel strange to be rivals.
Helping you has made us rivals, aye. But we're not about to break into fisticuffs over it.
I would.
Unless,
Come on,
of
Fangford,
course,
let's
it is
go.
a matter of winning or losing the contest. Then I'll have no qualms about putting Alize on her rear.
I want to see that.
Despite our long history, never have I been given the chance to test myself against our companions. The thought stirreth within me a most unexpected sense of competition.
I've thought about it, Urian J. Traitor.
Lamachi has surrounded herself with distinguished figures indeed. One of the Studium's finest graduates, the head of the students of Bardesian. And then there's Eorzea's vaunted champion. If she's half the hero you say, then the odds are stacked against us. Not that I've any intention of bowing out. Our time in Urkelpacha only served to strengthen my resolve. We saw how a single storm cut off the alpaca roots and threw my people's lives into disarray. Such uncertainties are why I advocate for the adoption of Sharlayan innovations, that Tuli Yolal might know greater stability and prosperity. Our nation can change for the better. And I will be the man to change it.
Well, it's a start. I imagine your experiences on this journey, all the things you'll hear and feel and think, will help you refine that approach. But to return to the subject of the rite, I'm a touch concerned by the condition for victory. The claimant who breaks the seal becomes Dawn Servant, not the one who performed the 7 feats first.
The would-be victor need only possess the 7 keystones.
What are you saying?
That is correct. As the contest wears on, we must brace ourselves for greater conflict.
Uh-oh. Thancred ain't having it. Ooh, meanwhile! Other meanwhiles. I love the meanwhiles. Shall we in a minute? My God, I gotta pee. Come on. Let's go.
Your rivals still lag behind. The second and third promise may have recruited competent lackeys, but none compared to you. How can they hope to compete with the resilient son? The only child ever sired by a two-head. Only the ignorant or foolish could fail to see that you were born to be Dawn's servant.
Such titles mean nothing.
I neglected to mention. When I first heard the rumors that the contest involved the Golden City, I spoke in confidence with Gulul Jaja's inner circle. They all agreed on one thing. Whoever reaches the City of Gold will attain a power so great, it can dictate the course of history. If this power truly exists, then I humbly beg a fair share of it. Time is passing, and I would put my plans in motion without delay. The useless tool is cast aside, after all. And just so there is no misunderstanding, you consent to this course, no matter who is made to suffer.
In battle, everyone bleeds. The Dawn's promise is no exception. What better lesson to teach our people the folly of war?
There you go, creepy eyes, B10. Creepy eyes for you. We're gonna get another one earlier with the cool Jaja. I am never gonna go to the bathroom.
I was hoping for a good scrap, but this bloated sack of bile was no challenge at all. I wonder if the house cat is dead yet. Be a shame to lose a plaything, but we'd still have 2 more.
If I may ask, Chosen One, what are your plans for Tuliyollal after you take the throne?
Plans? What makes you think we care about all that? We care only about the contest and proving our superiority. That would surely please Mother and Father. Yes, and when we become Dawn's servant, we'll drive out the weakling masses and invite our kin to live in the city. Fine idea! Our family deserves better than that rotten jungle. Back to it then. We must catch up to that one-headed pretender and remind him of the natural order.
I made it.
I thought we were missing someone. Where have you been?
Oh, I feared I was done for when I fell from the boat. Yet, somehow I made it. Oh, my arms, I can barely lift them. If I could just rest a moment.
You expect us to wait for you? Those who can't keep up will be left behind. My brother has spoken. March, or be fodder for the beasts.
But I followed the teachings! Everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed, all has been for the blessed seedlings. Wait. Don't leave me behind! I'm begging you!